Hi everyone, Sanaya from Fusion, and I'm here with Clem from Inceptive, our branding partners. Now, a few weeks ago we attended the AAGE roundtable in Melbourne, and the key topics were around attraction and assessment. So Clem, can you talk to me, what were some of the topics around attraction on the day? What were people really interested in? And where should people be right now in the process for graduate recruitment?
Yeah, hey Sam. Yeah, it was great to see everyone at the roundtable events. Everyone's just about ready to go live with their campaigns, which is really exciting. So at this stage, I think everyone should be getting their print collateral ready, because everyone's just about ready to go live. So their campaign should be just about ready. So all your brochures, all your banners, all your online content should be ready to go, all your website, and all your job posting.
Perfect. And what were some of the conversations on the day? What were people really interested in?
Yeah, some of the key elements were based around videos, video work. So we've done a number of videos for our clients this year that we're working on, which is really exciting. And that's on the back of some really positive feedback from videos that we produced last year that went to market.
Awesome. And any challenges? Are people worried about any part of the attraction campaign at the moment?
In terms of challenges, it's really just getting the right content for your organisation. So how you want to position yourself to the grads that you want to attract.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's really key. Getting your message out, you know, the personal brand, the feel of the culture, the people, right? That's what people, I find, really struggle with the most, getting that really clear message out.
Yeah, exactly right. That's right.
Yeah, cool. And from an assessment perspective, there was a lot of conversation on the day. There was a few key topics that I found were always discussed. A was assessment centres. You know, what should an assessment centre comprise of? And you know, we have another video in this series all in depth about it, but it's at a really high level. It's really three key activities. So firstly, starting with an icebreaker that's not assessed, you know, really just to bring people in, warm them up on the day. Then there's a group activity which can be aligned to your organisations, anything that's going on in the industry or any trends at the moment. And then the third one can be really around either a case study and or an interview in the assessment centre. So that was a key topic on the day. Another one was questions asked around competencies. Do organisations develop new competencies for grad programs? Do they use existing ones that are part of the larger talent framework? Or do they really just assess and bring them in? So I would certainly say competencies are key. They're really essential. And you can either leverage your current framework and then adapt them for graduates, or build one that's really specific for graduate profiles. And we again do have another one in this series of competencies, and so that's a great one to watch, to really see about, you know, what are the key competencies that we look for in graduates. And the last one was an interesting one actually. There was a few questions around how, as an assessor, do you adjust for a really strong personality in an assessment centre? So there were some questions around, there's always one or two graduates that are the strongest voice. They talk over everyone else. They might lead all the conversation. And the question was, is that necessarily a person that you want in your organisation? And just because they're the loudest, are they someone you should bring in because could they be a leader, was sort of the question. So I think that's down to the organisation. It's down to the competencies you choose. So I would say just because someone is the loudest person in the room and talks a lot, it doesn't mean they're going to necessarily be the person you may want. So it comes back to assessing that competency framework and making the choices aligned to that to see if that person is the right fit. So they were a couple insights and really key conversations that were had on the tables those days. So that wraps up our insights from the AAGE roundtable from Melbourne, and we'll bring you the next ones in a few months from Melbourne. So until then, see you next time.
Thank you. See ya.